This is a disappointing loss for Arsenal against West Ham United at the Emirates Stadium, and I am disappointed in our response to how we play again in this game. I am really disappointed. Do you understand? West Ham know exactly what they have to do. You know, they know for a fact that Arsenal are good. They're a high flying team and they can create out of nothing. And the manager was smart enough to start five at the back and stick to that principle until they got a break against us. We lost the ball at the edge of our own box, at the edge of their own box, and that resulted into a goal. First and foremost, if I'm to look at that goal, I will look at it holistically from different perspectives. First, Bowen Martinez put that pass at the edge of the box, which resulted in the loss of the ball in their box. First, I expect Ricardo Calafiori to go all in against Wan-Bissaka and do not allow that kind of cross to come into the box. That is my own. I don't know. That's the first thing that I think Calafiori should have done. Again, the ball was coming into the box. Gabriel actually didn't attempt to head the ball out. He was bending his head inside the box where you know that you can actually could have made a difference. Any little touch that from that point could have actually ruined the plans for Jared Bowen. And again, the third man I'm going to blame is Declan Rice. He was monitoring Jared Bowen up until they get into the box, and you know, Thomas Partey was already going for a man. Do you understand? Rice was seeing this man coming into the box and he left the man behind him in his blind spot, and he didn't attempt to try as much as possible to get something on the ball, maybe due to the fact that he was afraid not to head the ball into his own net, which I think was valid. But the way he has been monitoring and he has been tracking Jared Bowen, I think he shouldn't have left him in his blind spot. If that doesn't happen, just maybe this could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. Anything we can actually go, we can concede goals, but this defensive organization for conceding that goal was poor because it was 2 against 5, and that is not good enough. Not good enough in my own perspective. It was 2 against 5, and I don't see a reason why we should consider that kind of goal. I don't see a reason why we should consider that kind of goal. Do you understand what I'm saying? I am really pissed, to be honest. I am really pissed, and I'm not going to be overly critical about the loss because for me, I don't see a way back for us in this title race. If you ask me, something might happen later. It is what it is football, but I don't see a way back if it continues like this. And if you look at the amount of chances we create, the amount of shots we had on goal, and the little chance, the least like we have 20 plus attempts and we only have 2 on target. How do we score goals from that? How? And I would say Martin Odegaard was rubbish today, in my own opinion. He was rubbish. We didn't create, we could not break their lines. We could not really create anything in their half, which is quite unacceptable. If we create and we put players in a situation whereby they can score and they did not score, then we will know that we will shift the blame on the player that have failed to convert for us. But we do not create enough. We don't do anything inside that box, and we are just playing passively. Nothing to even see as an urgency. We don't move the ball as quickly as we could. No creativity, nothing. That summarizes the whole problem that we've been having. Do you understand? We lack firepower, and that is obvious today. I said in my last video, despite the fact that Merino came on and he scored 2 goals, that doesn't mean it will work against every opponent. It doesn't mean it will work. The manager was smart and he knew what he was doing. That's why he started 4-man and 5-man at the back. Just so that he will have more defensive solidity against us. Now, rightly so, it worked well for him. We were unable to break their lines, and the player that could do that for us, Merino, Martin Odegaard, he was nowhere to be found. Total rubbish today. Ethan Nwaneri was nowhere to be found because, they are double down on him, 2-man, and no Arsenal player was ready to take the risk to take a risk, drive into the box and try to cause an havoc. Nothing. Their goalkeeper was just on vacation today. No good saves, nothing. Absolutely nothing. We didn't even put him in, we didn't test him, we did not put him in difficult position, and let's see what could happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's really, really frustrating, to be honest. It's really, really frustrating. And to the red card by Miles Lewis Kelly, for me personally, I think it's fair. It is a red card. It's fair. And when I first saw a yellow card, well, maybe I think the referee will stick to that. But where the VAR called him to the monitor to come and check what happened, and rightly so, he was right to give him a red card. That was stupid of him, and it was lack of experience. You have two players who are double down on you. You receive the ball. You have David as an option. You have William Saliba as an option. Pass the ball to them and rest, and let's advance the ball into their box. And the only positive that I saw today is after the red card, we were able to actually go for it and make sure we get something out. But you know, the lack of creativity that we've been clamoring about, still we couldn't get anything. That's the only positive. Like, we don't just lose a man down. We don't go a man down and go and sit and see the game out. We come all out hungry to get something out of the game, which I think that is just the only positive that I can bring out of the game. But anything else was total nonsense today. Total nonsense, absolute rubbish, in my opinion, absolute rubbish. And I don't see a way how we can come back from this into the title race, because now Liverpool are having an 8-point gap. 8-point gap. How do we come back from that 8-point gap and we lack firepower? Nothing, no creativity, nothing. So how do we come back from that to secure something in the Premier League? The only thing is just to maintain that second spot, because I don't see a way back for us. I don't see a way back for us in this season anymore, because if you look at how we play today, it's absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. This standard is not good enough. In the final third, we were total rubbish. Nothing to write home about. Well, this I just what I will observe from the game. You can drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you are just coming across this video for the very first time, please do like and subscribe. And if you are already, kindly smash the like button and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another episode. And bye for now.